the natural human response to prayer in the face of an unwanted harvest that causes such pain is to fall to our knees with a prayer of petition, to ask for it to be other than it is. I have been there. It brought me to my knees in prayer. And that was what I brought to my very first trip to the Casa, and poured my heart, my prayers, my tears into every triangle I could find, every moment I could. And as I left there, a miracle happened. And yes, I have gone to my knees in prayer of petition for Virginia's illnesses. This is where it takes me. And yet, that is a prayer for it to be other than it is, whatever the it is. And so now if we turn to the world's spiritual traditions who have wrestled with this as profoundly as possible, I think we can sip some of that nectar now as part of our harvest experience. So we can go to the book of Job. And this is thought to have been authored somewhere around the 6th century BC. And if you go back to read the book of Job, it goes under the category, just in case you thought you were having a bad day. Everyone he loves is taken from him through death. And when that's not enough, his physical health is taken from him. And he is lying on a dung heap in unspeakable emotional and physical pain. And he cries out to God, why? Why this so unwanted harvest? And eventually, the voice of God comes through the whirlwind and says, who are you to question my wisdom? There is so much more than you understand here. And I hold this, that anything we can reduce to human language, we can tell a story about in the way we make meaning of it as human beings, is not God's truth. I have been gifted glimpses of this in my prayer and meditation, but it is so much bigger and more, that God's wisdom truly is unfathomable. In the experience of Job, after God has spoken to him, he said, I have heard of thee by the hearing of the ear, but now mine eye seeth thee. He had a direct encounter with God, and he no longer questioned the wisdom of God. So this is one way to be with an unwanted harvest, is to say, I don't understand. I can't make meaning of it, but I trust that God does. And I put my faith and my trust in God.